What's going on, everybody? C4 here today, recording and bringing to you my newest NFL post-draft grades, and we're going to be talking about the AFC East, which probably had the least amount of picks out of any division, but we have to do it anyway. We're going to talk about it to all you Bills, Dolphins, Jets, and Patriot fans out there. And we're going to start firstly with the Buffalo Bills, who in the first round traded down and got a third and a 2018 first rounder from the Kansas City Chiefs so they could come out and select Patrick Mahomes. They moved down to 27 where they got a very solid pick in TRE'DAVIOUS White, the corner from LSU. Overall, with the fact that Trey White fills a need, he's going to come in and compete and try to replace what they lost in Stephon Gilmore and partner back there with Ronald Darby. But more so what they got in the compensation to switch up, that's an A+. Tremendous, tremendous move there from a front office that now is pretty much destroyed. Didn't they fire like everyone? Didn't it seem like they fired straight up everyone? So I didn't get that. I thought they had a tremendous draft, to be completely honest with you. Then in the second round at pick 37, they got Zay Jones, the wide receiver from East Carolina. I'm giving that an A. Tremendous pick. He was one of those guys that was a great value in the second round. Tested very well. Put up video game-like numbers last year in college. And then when he put up like a 4.4 40, absolutely dominated the Senior Bowl. Great fit there. Upgrade, in my opinion, over Robert Woods. And will probably be, I'm going to make a bold claim and say Zay Jones is going to be wide receiver 2 there for Buffalo this next coming season next to Sammy Watkins. Then in the second round, another pick at 63, they got DAWKINS, the guard tackle hybrid from Temple. I assume that they're going to use him more so as a guard and compete for that starting right guard spot. And I like that pick a lot. I think there's a lot of upside there, brings great versatility, so that's a B+. Fifth round, pick 163, they got McDermott, the linebacker from Boston College. I'm kind of giving that a C. I thought MILANO, that's probably a round above where I'd feel comfortable drafting him, as I see him more as just a depth guy, special teamer. Then in the second, fifth round, they got pick 171, Nathan Peterman, the quarterback from Pitt. So along with Davis Webb, Peterman was, in the mix for me as a sleeper quarterback. And, with the uncertainty, never really seeing... It seems really like Tyler Taylor's just kind of playing on thin ice. It's only one bad thing, and then like, oh, no, we're getting rid of him. I know they did pick up his option, but I think they might be able to get out of it for the 2018 season. I think Peterman is a tremendous prospect to have on that roster. A lot more upside than what they had in years past with E.J. Manuel. So I'm giving that a B with upside. And then the sixth round, pick 195, they got Tanner VALLEJO, the linebacker from Boise State. Again, I kind of rate VALLEJO a little bit higher than Matt Milano. I think he's going to be a special teamer. Certainly might have a shot at making the final roster. So I'll just give that a C, though, as now. And that's overall an A grade for a scouting department, I'm pretty sure, and front office that really got just shit kicked a couple days after the draft. I think that was a tremendous draft for the Buffalo Bills, and they did a very good job, especially in the first 2 rounds. Moving on to the Miami Dolphins. Did I say I give the Bills an A? If I didn't say that, I gave the Bills an A, and if I did say it, I'm reinforcing the fact they got an A. I don't throw out A's. That's the first A. Maybe you've seen other ones, but if me recording this is the first A I have given out. Next up, the Miami Dolphins at pick 22 in the first round selected Charles Harris, the edge rusher from Mizzou. With that pick, I really think slight reach. I think he was one of those guys that was probably a fringe first rounder, most likely going in the second round. But clearly they saw something. They wanted to get younger, have some younger pass rushers behind Cam Wake and William Hayes. I mean, Charles Harris certainly, I think that's a battle for the starting gig post Cam Wake between him and William Hayes. I get the pick, but like I said, just because I think he was, 22 is not a great reach, but I thought Charles Harris probably was going to go, in the first, the middle, second round. I only feel comfortable giving this a B, but certainly his upside. I really do like the player itself in Charles Harris, even though I kind of shit on Mizzou more often than not. Plenty of upside and certainly fits the mentality and should be a very nice, vicious playmaker with Ndamukong Suh. In the second round of pick 54, they got RAEKWON, the linebacker from Ohio State. Pretty good value that he was still on the board at this point, so I'm giving it a B+. I'm not as high as on RAEKWON as other players. I see kind of similar flaws in his game to what was in Zach Cunningham's game from Vandy. Tested very well at the combine, which I think kind of gave him a little bit edge over Cunningham when it came to draft boards. And, where he fits on the Miami Dolphins, not exactly sure. Probably will start out more so as a depth guy. I don't really think he can play outside, to be completely honest with you. I think when you look at RAEKWON, I think there's a logjam there a little bit. You have Misi, Kiko Alonso, Lawrence Timmons. Now you have RAEKWON. You have to figure out how you're going to field 3 linebackers out of that bunch. But, I mean, it's a kind of a good problem to have. If I had to guess, I'd say Alonso, Misi, and Timmons will be the starters with RAEKWON working in. And personally, I do like Mike Hall on that roster as well. But it's still a very good value pick for Miami, so let's say B+. Then the third round of pick 97, they got CORDREA, TANKERSLEY, the corner from Clemson. I'm giving this an A. just because, I mean, Tankersley was a guy some people thought could slip into the first round. The fact that they got him in the comp picks in the third round, that's just great value right there. Certainly, boomer bust prospect. That's kind of how he played at Clemson. Some games he'd look like an absolute shutdown, lockdown NFL corner, and other games look like a camp body. So it depends what kind of Tankersley you can get. If they can find some consistency, maybe pair with another Clemson product and Byron Maxwell. Who knows what they can get. But I think in the third round, the comp picks, getting a guy, especially in a very strong cornerback class, I really do like that pick for the Dolphins, so I'm giving that an A. Fifth round, 164, they got Isaac ASIATA, the guard from Utah. Was a fringe top 5 guard for me, big mauler type playmaker, and I'm giving that a C+ with upside. Fifth round, 178, they got DAVON, GODCHAUX, defensive tackle from LSU. Some people thought he shouldn't have came out this year, should have stayed another year, and could have improved his draft stock, and that's what happens. You go in the 5th comp picks, buddy. So I'm giving that a C. 6th round, 194, they got Vincent Taylor, the defensive tackle, back-to-back D-tackles picks. Vincent Taylor from Oklahoma State. Again, I think they traded up to get him too with the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm giving that a C. I don't know. I don't see anything spectacular there, more so than a depth move. But then at the 7th round, pick 237, they got Isaiah Ford, the wide receiver from Virginia Tech. Another A. Handing out another A. Getting Isaiah Ford, who really, if you looked at preseason mocks before the college season played out, he was a fringe first-rounder talent at wide receiver. And even his tape, his body of work at Virginia Tech, you see shades of a guy that no later, 3rd round. When he was still in the 7th round, I was calling on Twitter, Eagles got to draft this guy, man. Give him an opportunity. Give him a shot. He tested like shit at the Combine. I don't think he really helped himself either at his pro day. I don't know if he ran his 40 or not. But getting Isaiah Ford in the 7th round, excellent pick from Miami, who already have a tremendous stable of wide receivers. I think he's going to make the roster. I think Isaiah Ford's going to ball in camp and should I'll stick my neck out on the line for Isaiah Ford. I mean, he owes me one. He knows what that means if he's watching this. But overall for the Miami Dolphins, giving them a B+. Really good drafts. Them and the Bills to start off the AFC East. Moving on is the New York Jets, who at pick 6 of the first round selected Jamal Adams, the safety from LSU. A+. I think out of all my picks, this is the first A+ I've been able to give out. So we have our first A overall grade in the Buffalo Bills, and now we have our first A+ pick, and that is Jamal Adams. Very, very similar to when they got Leonard Williams a couple years ago. Everyone thought Leonard Williams might have a chance to go, top 2 picks, and somehow was still sitting there when the Jets picked it. I think this is the exact same scenario. You got a tremendous player, one of the safest prospects in this year's draft class. Getting Jamal Adams back there adds an identity to the defense. He's a leader. Got to be able to take over that role that was voided by Darrelle Revis. Great pick. 2nd round pick 39, they got Marcus Maye, the safety from Florida, and it pains me to give it this grade of a C+. I love the prospect of Marcus Maye. I think he's going to be a beast, and if that's kind of where they're going with Jamal Adams and Marcus Maye as their safeties, that may be my favorite safety tandem after Malcolm Jenkins and Roddy McLeod, obviously. And obviously, you got to admire Earl Thomas and Cam Chancellor, but is safety with a team that's pretty much in a rebuild mode. It's like they're playing Madden right now, and they're trying to trade for Khalil Mack. Why are you giving up on Calvin Pryor? Is that what you're saying? Are you gonna try to make Calvin like a money backer? Why would you double up on safeties with your 2 big investment picks in the draft? That's where I'm kind of confused. Maybe Jet fans can let me know what the game plan is. Maybe Pryor sucks. We need to get someone else there. But I do love Marcus Maye overall as a prospect, but my grade more so reflects really back-to-back safety. That's what you want to do. And then the 3rd round, 79, they got Darrius Stewart, the wide receiver from Alabama, giving that a B+. I was very surprised when he decided he was going to declare. Seemed like it was some family reasons. He really needs to start making some money. So I respect that grind, giving that a B+, especially now with Devin Smith, who looks like he might be a bust. He's out for the year, torn ACL. They're going to need some help with the wide receiver spot outside of Eric Decker and Quincy Enunwa. Robbie Anderson's solid. Now you add Darrius Stewart to the mix. And then the 4th round, 141, they got Chad Hansen, the wide receiver from Cal. Another pick that I like. I'm giving that a B grade with some upside. Another guy, the white boys, him and Cooper Kupp, I thought they're going to run faster 40s, proving that white guys can't run, I guess, unless your name's Christian McCaffrey. But I do like the pick. He was a big-time deep threat specialist for Cal last season, can catch the ball really, really refined at catching it over the shoulder. I like that pick as well. So like I said, B with upside. 5th round, 150, they got Jordan Leggett, the tight end from Clemson, giving that a C+ with upside. Made a lot of big plays for Clemson. Didn't test particularly well, but for a team that really, he could somehow carve out and get that starting tight end role. Very nothing special at the tight end position for the Jets this upcoming season. So I'm giving Leggett a C+ with upside, and I wouldn't be very surprised to see him get a lot of meaningful snaps in year number 1. 5th round, 181, they got Dylan Donahue, giving that a C. He's just, a linebacker that tested well, played. The level of competition surely can be something you hold against him playing for West Georgia, but I think there is certainly some upside there. 6th round, 188, Elijah McGuire, the running back from Lafayette. Yeah, can't body. That's a C. 6th round, 197. Jeremy Clark, the corner from Michigan. Another guy, probably special teamer, can't body. That's a C. And then 6th round, 204. Derrick Jones, who is a corner from Ole Miss. Again, don't want to just, like I said, pleading the fifth, pleading ignorance. C. So overall for the Jets, very solid draft of a B grade, and not so bad here for the AFC East. And finishing up here with the New England Patriots, who only had 4 picks, so they couldn't really mess it up. And I'm not including the players that they got. Like, so many people are like, you know, well, see the Patriots draft what they have here, but let's actually put the players they traded for. No, we're talking about the draft. Obviously, we all know they made a bunch of moves for players that they traded for, and they were grading on that. They'd have a goddamn A++. Here's your gold star. Go fuck your Super Bowls. But for the Patriots, in the 3rd round, pick 83, they got Derek Rivers, the edge rusher from Youngstown State. Give him that a C+ with upside. Of course, the level of competition is always a concern, but he dominated. He was a great athlete, and we just watched him become a goddamn all-pro under the Bill Belichick and that goddamn defense. But the C+ with upside. 2nd, 3rd round pick at 85, they got Antonio Garcia, the tackle from Troy. I really did like that pick. Give him that a B. He was one of my top offensive tackles in this year's draft class, so nice pick there for the Patriots. Seeming like with Nate Soldier in a contract year, he may be the guy they want to look for the future at left tackle. 4th round, 131, they got Dietrich Weiss, who is an edge rusher from... I don't have my notes in front of me, so most of these I'm trying to go off memory. I think from Arkansas, back in the SEC. Again, another guy, upside edge rusher, rotational playmaker. Probably going to have to contribute on special teams to make the roster. And then the 6th round pick, 211, they got CONOR McDermott, the tackle from UCLA, a guy you may be familiar with from my Philadelphia Eagles Connected franchise mode, who plays like absolute shit. So I try not to be too biased. I give him a C. He obviously, you know, with the 6th round, they're going to hope he makes the roster with these limited picks. They need to fill that out. And I assume he's probably going to be, you know, a body right tackle somewhere well behind Marcus Cannon on their depth chart. So overall for the Patriots, only 4 picks. I really did like Antonio Garcia. There's certainly his upside with Derek Rivers, but I can't really give him much more than a C after they traded all their picks to get established players. And, you know, they did a tremendous job, to be completely honest with you, doing that. But overall, in the AFC East, the Bills with an A win the game. They win the award. I don't know how you want to say it, but let me know in the comment section below if you agree or disagree with any of my grades for these picks. Subscribe if this is your first time stopping by. And until next time, it's C4 saying peace out.